Hey, what up, fam? Thank you for joining me today for Vlogmas number 5. Today has been an okay day. I did put up a few decorations for the kids because they wanted their house to be decorated. So I'll probably show y'all that tomorrow, what we did today. But I wanted to come to you today and talk to you about something that is an issue for a lot of people. A lot of people, meaning you, me, you know, all of your friends. I'm sure all of your neighbors, everybody is going through this right now. And if you want to hear what I'm talking about, stay tuned. Okay. You know, it is a season for family, for love, for peace, you know, for people to come together, giving, sharing, caring, all of that. But there's one thing that you can't get out of your head, and that is that missing loved one. That missing loved one that, you know, always kept the family together. That person that you look forward to seeing on Thanksgiving or Christmas. That person, that grandma that you couldn't wait to get to her house for Christmas dinner because you know she made her special dish. You know, the crazy uncle that always kept everybody laughing and joking, and you know, those type of things. And I know all of us are going through that. And just to give you some insight, my father passed away in 2003. He passed away technically, I say he passed away on Valentine's Day, but he actually passed away around midnight, so it was technically the following day. So I had just excuse me, I had just left the hospital. I had given him a Valentine's Day gift. He wasn't doing well, and I basically, you know, I left. Long story short, by the time I got home, they called me to come back. I don't know what's wrong with my throat, but they called me to come back, and needless to say, he's with our Heavenly Father. I have several family members who have gone on. Although we know that they are in a better place, that void still plagues our heart. And I'm here to tell you today that it is okay for you to mourn your loved ones during the holidays, because it's normal, it's natural. Those people had a special place in your heart. Those people were a big part of your holiday. You know, a lot of times, you know, you don't realize how much you miss someone until the holiday comes around. And you know that over on the couch over here, you know, grandpa will be sitting there, or grandma will be sitting in her chair, or your crazy uncle will be, you know, in the back playing cards or cracking jokes, or your little cousin will be running through the house. And now Christmas is different because that person is no longer with us. So you might look to the couch and recall grandpa sitting there, or recall grandma or auntie in the kitchen getting the dinner ready for everybody. You may recall that, and it's okay. It's okay to mourn their loss during the holidays. Don't ever let anyone try to tell you that it's not okay. Don't ever let anyone tell you you need to get over it. Don't ever let somebody make you feel bad for missing that void in your life, because it's not wrong. No one can make you get over something that's been a part of your life for your entire life. So I'm here to tell you that it is okay. It is okay. And you don't have to feel bad about it. You know, I have a lot of family members that are still having hard times with the passing of their family members, whether it be their father, their mother, because excuse me, my throat is not doing good today, because especially for a parent. You had that parent you for your entire life. Then now they're gone. So what do? You run into troubles. You run into you find yourself needing advice that person was the person that you went to. You find yourself thinking about, wonder what such and such would say if I did this or if I did that, or if you did something that you know was out of your character, excuse me, you know that that family member would check you. 9 times out of 10, you'll recall and you'll straighten up. Or you can have a little chuckle to yourself because something somebody did might bring back that memory of your loved one. It is okay. Don't ever let anybody make you feel bad for missing or mourning your loved one. It is the season to be with family. And when that family member is gone, there is a void. And the void is felt. Although we all might go on with our, daily activities, although we might still celebrate our Christmas season because we have kids and we have other family members that are still here that we have to celebrate. But that does not mean that that feeling of loss goes away. Although death is natural and we all basically live to die. But when you develop a relationship with someone intimate or a friendship with someone who has been loyal and faithful, and then now here it is a time for you to, actually celebrate and come together and they're not there, tears are going to fall. There's a lot of people that's hurting right now, but they still have to carry on with their lives because your loved one would not want you to sit around and cry over them. Now, my father, he would not want me to sit and just cry, although I have my moments. Excuse me, because he was my father, and he was a damn good father. I could definitely say that. And he made a mark on not only my life, but everyone's lives that came in contact with him. So I can't say just as much or just as I'm hurting, other people are hurting and mourning and missing him as well. So, like I said, although we live to die, that void never goes away. You just have to pick yourself up and carry on. Now, my dad, I used to tell my mom all the time, I was like, if you die, you better get a double wide casket because you got to take me and my sister with you. And my mom would always tell me, she said, no, I live my life. You got to live your life. You got kids. You need to live for your children. You got to see your kids grow up. I got to see mine grow up. I got to watch them, do things. Yours are still young. You need to live for your kids. And I never understood that because I used to tell her that when I was younger. And I never understood that until I became an adult. And I understood exactly what she was saying. Yes, I miss my father. But the way I keep my father alive is I talk about him. I reminisce on all the good things, the funny things. I mean, I have I want to say my son was about 3 or 4 when my dad died. He was my dad's pride and joy because every grandpa wants a grandson. So when he found out that I was having a son, he was ecstatic. But a lot of things that my son believes that he remembers, I know that he doesn't remember because a lot of the things he was not there for. The reason that he knows my father so well is through me. So we have to keep our family members alive through our memories. We have to share what they would do, what they would say, funny jokes. Oh, do you remember the times? Those type of things. You have to share those with your children. Now, my daughter, she was alive when my daughter Morgan. When Morgan was alive when my dad was alive. But Morgan was I want to say Morgan might have been 1, if that. And Morgan can tell you anything and everything about my dad. Why? Because she got it from me. I keep him alive in my family. I talk about him all the time as if he's in the next room. It's just what I do. It's my coping mechanism. It's the way that I keep my spirits up in remembering him. But I just want to tell you guys that it is okay to mourn the loss. I've lost my grandmothers. I do have one grandmother that is still alive. I was blessed to be able to know my grandmother, my great-grandmother, and I even had a relationship with my great-great-grandmother. Not too many people in my lifetime can say that they remember their great-great-grandmother. But I did. My great-great-grandmother has come to my elementary school when I was little to see me on, like, do the activities, the summer activities. What is it called? Field day. She used to come to my field day, and everybody would be like, wow. Like my grandmother and my great-grandmother, they were always at my events at school until she passed away. My family, my grandmothers on my mom's side, they tend to be around here for a long time, into their 90s, close to 100. So, but yeah, I've had relationships with my grandmother, my grandmothers, my great-grandmothers, and my great-great-grandmother. So I am truly blessed. Now, my children have a relationship, excuse me, or they've known their grandmothers and their great-grandmothers. They never got a chance to meet their great-greats. But I fortunately was. So take the memories that your family members have left you with, and there's tons. I know there is. You can recall something that happened, you know, buku years ago. Just take that and remember them for the good times. And it's okay to cry. You're human. If it wasn't okay for you to cry when you felt emotional, you would not have anything running out your eyes. It's natural. It's normal. Don't let anybody make you feel like it's not. Okay? 'Tis the season, guys. Thank you for joining me today for this little chat. Thank you for joining me for Vlogmas Day number 5. I made it. I made it. I made it. And I'm going to keep going until the 25th or beyond, depending on how I feel about it. No, I'm going to do it till the 25th and beyond. But like I said, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon to be notified for any upcoming videos that I may make in the future. And until then, see you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas Day number 6. All right, guys.